Hey everyone, so today I'm doing a skincare first impression video on a couple different products, and I'm going to do the Clinique Pep Start Bubble Purifying Mask and also a pore strip blackhead solution kind of situation. This just looks so interesting. It's like an octopus pore strip by the looks of it. I don't know. Pull out sebum and blackhead from forehead and nose perfectly, even invisible sebum and blackhead. And it's got step 1, step 2, step 3. So I'm really excited for this. I can't read it. Oh gosh, it takes ages. 15 to 20 minutes and then 10 to 15 minutes and then 5 to 10 minutes. Oh god, I thought this was like a 5-minute kind of deal. Okay, this is like a really long process, so there you have it. So let's start with this octopus thing by the brand, is it Nightingale maybe, up in that top corner? I don't know. Taco, I don't know. Yeah, Nightingale is up the top here, so I'm guessing that's the brand. So inside the box you have 3 little pamphlets. By the way, excuse my nails, I'm getting them redone today. I don't even know what, like, I have been going to the gym and I keep cracking my nails, so I'm gonna get shorter ones next time. Okay, so it looks like you get 3 different uses. That's good, I thought we'd only get 1. So you fold it out and you've got 1, 2, and 3. Pore heating sheet, cool. A blackhead clear sheet and a pore tightening sheet, which is important to kind of close up your pores after you've just pulled stuff out of them. Obviously, like, you know, they're quite open, so something to close your pores afterwards is a good idea. Otherwise you're just going to get a ton of blackheads in no time again. So let's start with sheet 1, 15 minutes. I think it's quite self-explanatory, like it's got the time on there, so even though it's written in Korean, like I don't think I need to really Google it. Obviously you're just going to put this on for 15 minutes. So let's do that first. It's got a little tear up the top. And inside, it's very gooey. I don't really get blackheads on my forehead, but we'll still do it. But perhaps what I would do normally, put it down here, because I get blackheads down under my lip, which is strange, but hey, that's just my face. So this is the pore heating, oh gosh, this is really awkward, pore heating strip. So this is supposed to obviously open up your pores, I'm guessing, because that's what heat does to your pores. It just kind of opens them up. Usually before I do a pore strip, I'll do it straight after I have a hot shower or a spa or something like that. And it helps to kind of, you know, get more crap out of your pores because they open up wider. So I'm just going to apply that. This feels very slippery, so hopefully it doesn't move around too much. This is kind of weird, right? You know what? I'm just going to cheat and also use another one and just use it on my chin. Just because I want to say, shit, I forgot to show you the before and after. I'll do it before the next step. I'll first show you my chin while I haven't got anything on it. So as you can see, it's semi-grubby. I get a lot of blackheads and clogged pores down on my chin just all the time. It's my problem area, but even more so now that I'm going back to the gym, I find it gets a lot worse, especially if I don't exfoliate gently daily. I'll usually use like a daily exfoliator because yeah, it just gets out of control, but I haven't for the last couple days, which is bad of me. And yeah, it just builds up so quickly, all the dead skin and the sweat and the dirt. And so let's see how well it works on these areas. I'll do a little before and after at the end too, so we can see. So I'm just going to chop it in half, and I'm just using the little forehead part on my chin. So once we've done this mask, I will do the bubble mask afterwards, and we'll see how that goes as well. I'm just like kind of pressing it into my pores as well and massaging it. I don't know if this will make any difference, but it just kind of like pulls up, as you can see. It's like bubbling, so I'm just kind of pushing it back in. Alright, I'll see you in 15 minutes. Okay, so it's been about 18 minutes. The lighting outside is going absolutely crazy. So basically while I was gone off camera, I googled to see, like, you know, how to use this properly and everything, and so far so good. I'm doing everything fine. This piece here keeps freaking falling off. But basically it said after this step you may even have some blackheads that have come out just, oh my god, by themselves. So I'll zoom you in and we'll see if, you know, anything has come out of my face. That sounds so gross. And then I'll show you like how my pores are looking before we do the next step, which the next step is the one that's supposed to like get a lot of the harder pieces of crap out of your face. So let's start with the bottom one. So it doesn't look like there's anything on the actual bit of papery stuff, so I can't really see any sticking out whatsoever. Feels slimy. Now let's do this bit. There's nothing on the actual like cloth, and I can't see any blackheads that have come out on their own. So this is how my blackheads currently look. I'm not sure if you can see, but there's definitely quite a lot of texture on my nose. And I have a ton of blackheads just in here, which are going to be hard to see because I've got quite a lot of like veining and stuff around there. But if I go like that, you can kind of see. You can see them up in there. Got a few blackheads up in here. And there's like a couple of proper blackheads just on the tip here. I'd say the worst areas are definitely around my nose. And then as far as my forehead goes, I don't really have any blackheads, but I'll still use it on my forehead just to see what happens. I do think in the future I would just chop off the top part and use it on my chin, but I'll do it all over this time so we can see how it works. So on to this step 2, Taco Zone Blackhead Clear Sheet. Pull out sebum and blackhead from forehead and nose perfectly, even invisible sebum and blackheads, 10 minutes. And on the website it says 10 to 15 minutes, so basically you just leave it on until it goes completely dry like a normal pore strip. So I am going to wet my face a little bit. It didn't really specify if you were supposed to wet your face or not. I'm just gonna see what the texture's like of the actual strips. Yeah, you're gonna have to wet your face first. It's just like a traditional like Pore pore strip, which is really dry on a plastic sheet. It's gonna be sticky on the other side, but usually you wanna wet your face so that this can really adhere to all of the crap on your face. So I have a face cloth just here, a flannel if you will. I hate that word, flannel. So I'm just dampening my face a little. And then making sure my hands are dry when I apply it. It's not sticky. It feels like plastic. Like this feels like a piece of plastic. So weird. This is like too big for my face. Okay, it's really, really sticky once you put it on your damp face. Holy crap, it's so sticky. It's so big. It's like too big for my face. So it's not sitting flat. So I wish it was a little bit smaller. And I feel like I don't have a small head or a small face. Like, I mean, it's just a fairly average sized head. Okay, I'm just going to do my best to smooth it down. And then I'm just going to leave this on the plastic so I can reuse the other part. And I'm just going to cut off the bottom. This is by far like the most attractive I've ever looked in any video. Watch out, ladies. So we are going to keep this on for 10 minutes or until it feels completely dry. It already basically feels dry, so I'm just gonna leave it on for 10 minutes and I'll be back. Okay, it has been like 12-13 minutes, so well over 10 minutes. Next up we're doing step 3, so let's see how well this removes my blackheads. I know there are some on my nose, so let's see. I'm gonna zoom you in nice and dark so we can see everything, so you can see every bit of skin texture on my face. This feels tight AF, so tight. Okay. It kind of hurts. There is not a speck on this. It is completely clean. There is nothing at all. There's probably like a few of my chin hairs on here and that's about it. And my chin looks just as congested as before. It actually feels softer, but you can still see my clogged pores. So that did nothing there. Now let's see how it goes on the nose. Like I was just able to squeeze a blackhead. Oh, this is so gross. Why am I showing you this? Can you see that on my finger? That's a blackhead. I was able to squeeze it out, but I mean, the actual pore strip didn't remove them. Now what do I do? This is a fail so far. I'm just going to wet my hair with my finger and hopefully this will, yep, there we go. Oh look, I ripped out some of my eyebrow just there. Wow. Awesome, free eyebrow wax. Okay, I definitely got a few blackheads off of my nose. Not many though, like I'd say my Pore ones are a lot more effective. There's actually quite a lot of grime on my forehead too. I'm gonna make this super dark so you can see. So that's the forehead. There's a little bit of like dirt and stuff that came off, not so much blackheads, but hey, at least it did something. Actually, there's a couple of blackheads on my forehead that I didn't even know I had. Not too sure if you can see them, but that's cool. And this little spot just by my nails is where the edge of my nose was, so it definitely pulled out a few blackheads from around my nose. Don't mind my disgusting fake tan, by the way. I'm still scratching off this fail of a fake tan. It was a new one I was trying out and it just was not good. And then you can see it pulled out a couple of blackheads right there. There's like a few speckled here and there. But yeah, my Pore ones definitely work a lot better than this. And I'm sorry, but you can still blatantly see my blackheads on my nose. So was it effective? Not really, to be honest. Like, it definitely got a few off my nose, but I mean, I'm not really happy with that. Honestly, I can't even be bothered doing the third step because it didn't even take much out of my pores anyway, so I don't really need to tighten my pores right now because they aren't open in the first place. So do I recommend the Taco Pack by Nightingale? Honestly, no. Like, that was just a waste of half an hour, to be honest. The first step didn't even seem to do anything. I think I would have been more successful with that second step if I had just had a really hot shower and opened my pores up that way. But honestly, this thing just did not really remove many blackheads. It's as simple as that. The Pore ones I normally use, they're the dark like charcoal ones. I'll link them down below. Those ones, like, I take them off and it's so satisfying. I get so many blackheads out, and this time, like, I've got the blackheads, but they just were not budging, so whatever. Moving right along, now let's try out the Pep Start by Clinique. This is a bubble mask, and I mentioned it in my Sephora sponsorship I did recently. It was like a try on beauty haul exclusive at Sephora, like new beauty products. I'll link it down below if you want to go watch it. It was a really fun video and I love the makeup I did in it. But anyways, I did try this on my hand but not on my face, so I'm going to do a first impression on my face today. My skin is kind of dehydrated, a little bit flaky, like it needs some exfoliation, and then obviously over my nose is super bumpy from the blackheads still. On the chin it's a lot smoother, but on my nose it's still really bumpy. So we'll try this. Double Bubble Purifying Mask. A pep rush for skin. Spread an even layer over your clean face, leave on for 2 minutes and watch the mask transform into a blanket of tiny debris lifting bubbles. The thing I love about this is it works in 2 minutes, which is so quick. Usually a face mask would take anywhere from, you know, 10 to 20 minutes. So it looks like this when you pump it out. It's pink, and then I'm just going to do a thin layer all over my face. Oh my god, it's working already. This is so quick. Like, I'm like still applying it and it's already bubbling. I've already done like a first impression review on a bubble mask in the past. It was like a Korean brand bubble mask. So I'll link it down below if you want to go watch it. Holy crap. It's starting to tickle a lot. This has been on for literally like 40 seconds and look at this. So just leave it on for like another minute or so. This is supposed to help kind of exfoliate your face, and it's a purifying mask, which to me means, you know, it helps with blackheads, whiteheads, pimples and pores and stuff like that to help purify your skin and make it look more clear. So let's see how it makes my skin look and feel afterwards. Oh my gosh, it's so itchy. I'm going to put on a little bit more just on my nose because it's not really working on my nose. Oh my gosh, it's almost unbearable. Like, I just want to scratch my face right now. And it sounds like popping candy. Okay, it's been on for 2 minutes and the bubbles are kind of like popped through here, if you can see. But the bubbles on the outer part of my cheeks are still going strong and like bubbling and stuff. So I'm just going to now massage it. It says here to remove massage with warm water while rinsing away. So I'm just going to massage it first, and it feels, oh, really sticky and thick. Just to help kind of exfoliate a little bit more, I like to kind of massage it in. And then I'll take my flannel. Seriously, why does no one talk about the word flannel? It's just as bad as moist. I'm going to take my moist flannel and just wipe this. This water is warm, by the way. Now that I'm like rinsing it, you can see it's kind of, it looks almost like a cleanser. Like if I go like this, you'll be able to see. Feels so good to like itch my face. That stuff tickles. Ooh, straight away my skin looks so clean. Like just looking at it, it looks so glowy. Obviously it's still wet. Okay, so I just dried my face and holy crap, straight away my skin does look really clean. So now I'm just going to, ooh, my nose actually feels so freaking smooth now. It still looks quite dirty, but it feels so smooth. So I think my makeup is just going to apply like a dream on top of this. This had a whole lot of flaky skin on top of it, and now it feels super soft, and it's only elevated a tiny amount. Like it feels like it's almost a little bit flatter. Overall my skin feels really soft, and I feel like it looks quite glowy. The lighting just changed, I'm sorry, but you can kind of see every sign of any piece of flaky dry skin that was on my face has now vanished. I reckon this mask is a really good gentle exfoliator, perfect before makeup. It's nice and quick too. too. So you could really just chuck it on right before you do your makeup in the morning. It's so smooth. Oh, it feels good. Okay, I like this because it's quick and it makes my skin soft. Like, it got rid of all the dry, dead skin. Didn't necessarily like get rid of blackheads or anything like that. I'm not really surprised, but my skin does feel a lot better. I'm gonna finish off with my current favorite moisturizer. This is the Moisture Surge by Clinique. I like this a lot. My skin feels so soft. So out of those two masks, I definitely think this one is worth the money, whereas the Taco Pack, not worth the money. This one I actually think I like slightly more than the other bubble mask just because it's a lot quicker. My face almost feels, this sounds really weird, but it almost feels like plastic. Like, it's so slippery and smooth. Okay, my skin felt like crap before. I wish you guys could like reach through the camera and feel me. That sounds weird. I have no idea how Clinique works, but even try to get like a sample or like try it out in the shop or something. This is not sponsored at all, by the way. I was just really excited to try this because of how much I love the moisturizer. In the past, like, I've tried some skincare stuff by Clinique and it hasn't worked with my skin well at all, so I'm happy I found some stuff I like. If you've tried this, let me know what you thought. The worst part about it is definitely how ticklish and itchy it makes your skin feel while you're using it, but it only lasts for like a minute and a half, so it doesn't really matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this first impression skincare video. If there's anything else you want me to try, any other kind of skincare products or anything like that, just leave a comment down below so I can go buy it and do a video on it. And the question of the day is, what is your favorite face mask? I am a huge face mask junkie, so I'd love to hear from you. And until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Bye!